while Vi is tanking things up or Sejuani is taking things up, so it gives Vikla a lot of extra damage. Makes Zeri much more survivable in general, although we're very rarely seeing Wild Growth used on Zeri because she does clean up. If she's getting picked or being Wild Growth, it means usually something went wrong in terms of positioning to lead to that.
Here we go, KT starting off with a stack in the bottom side, but it is not going to amount to much.
They're not going to make a 5-point start. They're going to try to make a 5-point star inside of a bush. And we'll be slowly recalling out here.
This is a huge carry angle for Ruler. As here we go, this is the setup. There is a control ward in that brush, so they're not going to get caught out.
Rounds, yep. You know, it's perfect. Okay, Chovy.
What's going on here? Because there was potential for him to flash in and maybe force a trade of flashes, but instead.
Hold on. Peanuts over here. I don't want to get into
Hold on.
Hold the phone. Vikla.
Oh, no. He's just poking him down. I mean, I think Vikla's just going to die to a pool. Yeah, he has to flash that, and the flash Q comes in. Peanut will collect underneath this turret. We've been seeing this mid-gank happen so often, but that is the second time Vikla gets low. It's
so funny, too. Peanut had his black shield until the last moment and used it there because Charm doesn't even save Vikla there either. You know, it's just such a doomed situation. And speaking of doomed.
Rascal trying to get this plant. Might have been baited a little bit as the team of his is coming in. The Charm onto Chovy. Do they have the damage? Shield from life onto Rascal will save him. Chovy in a lot of trouble now. Is going to eat the plant, but that's just going to feed a kill over to aiming as a 5-man rotation by KT up from the bottom lane in. And we're rotating up when the fight broke out. And that's why they did go up. And we do have this fight over the Rift Herald now. Looks like Rascal is trying to get frisky here.
Now notice that aiming is coming down to lane here. He's not here at all. And they're just not going to be able to contest for this.
Looks like Peanut picked up 150 gold.
He's been taking here.
Now, as we are getting a little bit of a setup in the top side for Rascal, as there comes in the Glacial Prison. The trade is looking good. This is a solo kill by Rascal. Cuz was here just in case, but not needed. Peanut was not there for the counter gank. And it was just a straight-up one-on-one. As here in the mid lane, it is also a straight-up one-on-one. Spirit Rush not used by Vikla just yet. He will get over the wall. And Charm into the play there as the Vi is nearby, comes over the wall, and it is enough to get this kill onto Chovy. Vi ability to take down dragons really quickly, very well. He took the first dragon of the Cloud Drake, and now he's here for the Mountain Drake, which seems to be free.
Yeah, I mean, Ruler was just pushed away, had to flash down in the bottom lane, and is catching a wave. He can't come over here. Chovy also behind the curve here, and Doran, you know, Merc Tread's done here for Vikla. He's going to be able to take some more aggressive trades.
Oh, Rascal. Oh, man, he sets it up perfectly, and that is a free kill now for Vikla, who will collect once again. Rascal making plays on the map yet again, and here against Gen G.
Casually just dodges the Emperor's Divide, knows it's coming as well, doesn't have to flash. Spirit Rush is up, and
we're getting in onto Ruler here. This is a huge commitment, and it is enough. Cuz will pick up yet another kill as the Wild Growth is used onto Cuz here. Peanut trying to follow up on Cuz, but he has not been able to do anything after that first mid-game, but compared to the difference between Singular and Soul Drakes.
Yeah, I mean, they're both, the Soul is still really good, but the individuals are also very impactful now.
So now you're like closer to Infernal Soul, plus you have those two very impactful early Drakes. Peanut's just going to die here.
Yep.
As Flash comes in, see you later. That's a free kill. Cuz is all over the map. And the more give this guy the POG already.
The Morgana pick, last time we saw it from Peanut, was designed as specifically
for the priority in this lane. Teleport onto the minion. Very smart choice as that turret almost goes down. Not quite.
KT here, there's a battle happening between Vikla and Chovy on the side. This is actually really critical. If Vikla could get a lead here, it's much easier to collapse without it. Chovy having still that Emperor's Divide he can put up here. Looks like Gen G's Drake, and it will be a Drake 4 turret here. Definitely going to be favoring this trade, though, for KT, considering it's also a top turret.
Okay, the Black Shield trying to make it work in the bottom side. Vikla, he does not have his Spirit Rush. It's like 5 seconds away. and he is not going to be able to get away even with his own flash.
They're going to turn this into an inner push as well, though. KT isn't able to catch Chovy there, and they're actually trying to save this turret as well.
Not sure about this one, Rascal. That turret is just going to be chunked out. Looks like he might have a lane here, but there is a binding that gets dodged, and it looks like maybe Rascal will just be able to walk it out. As, yeah, he is also pretty tanky. He's fast. He has that one Cloud Drake as well. And he'll be totally fine. As here comes Ruler. The Rat is getting angry as the damage is ticking here on the life, and Ruler will pick up his first kill of the game. Extremely important for him. As now trying to get back onto Rascal here on the bottom side, but this time Cuz is here, Peanut as well. Chovy getting low as the Black Shield will deny that engage, but Cuz continuing on this one, trying to get the autos in. Remember, he is incredibly fed. Still has a stopwatch as well.
Nikla's here.
Nikla now here has the Spirit Rush this time, as it will be Doran actually getting away at the end of it all.
I think Chovy's going to have to teleport in.
This is probably going to be our first big 5v5 because Gen G desperately want to fight over this one. As now the cat is on the Rat's back. Ruler will be the main carry in this one. We'll try to get that damage down.
Crown's still up here for Chovy, which is incredible. It's so much value.
Have not been able to poke that one out here as Doran is about to hit Meganar as well. It's excellently timed as the binding comes down. They have the stun in here. Rascal with the wild growth though. He can't go down, and Doran's the first one to be chipped away at as the damage is too much. Chovy trying to make a play, immediately gets polymorphed by Life and does not have a big impact. Now Ruler still alive, and Peanut, the smite here available, compared to no smite for the side of KT, as Ruler now trying to hit his buttons, takes down the 80 carry. Is the Ruler ending happening as Peanut is the one to smite away the Drake? Not sure why they were hitting that one with no smite. As Ruler now looking for a bit more, but he's gonna get charmed up. They don't quite have the damage, or do they? Ruler is going to be taken down as Peanut trying to trade it back, but he's not quite able to. Yes, he is with the Leandries.
Well, Leandries damaged this Sejuani pick, and so if you can isolate the Sejuani, blow her up, Twitch is like, I'm running at them, and I'm killing all of them, as we saw in that last fight, as long as he doesn't get charmed.
Yeah. Sunfire build, by the way, here for the Vi. Certainly going to help against this Twitch damage a bit, as they are trying to get into that backline. Another charm on a Doran, who is just not tanky enough to deal with that right now. As in they go, they're going to isolate the Morgana as kiting back his Ruler. He's like, you dare step into my domain. I will take you down. As he's only able to get one, he will pick up a double kill here as Life gets isolated. But yep, that's the power of Twitch Yuumi.
Yeah, and also the the reason why you probably don't want to try to isolate and kill the Morgana in the back line is it's just so difficult to kill her. They've been able to do it, or at least push her away in a few of these fights where Peanut is forced out, goes super low, can't make an impact anymore, but you have to remember very one-sided fight.
너 힐은 너무 좋았다. 인정.
I think he said that Yuumi ult was good. I actually couldn't catch what he said was really good there.
Oh, great shields. Okay, we got another fight here as that is Ruler in the backside. This time he cannot be kiting as everybody's going to be just shredded in the front line. KT, they find and engage. We need to see how that happens.
Yeah, no idea. I mean, I definitely could imagine it's about vision control here was what that fight started off looking like here, but still low health bars for KT should be able to reset for that third Drake. And we got to go back to how this started because see if they can get on top of Ruler and Chovy here before Crown comes back up.
Rascal, oh, that binding. Nice little sidestep there from Rascal. Expecting a Morgana in the brush. Chovy now trying to push out mid. These Drakes are much harder to just rush down because of their thick health bars now.
Yeah.
Doran is trying to hit Meganar, but instead he gets charmed and killed. Then isolated, so no Doran means no Drake for Gen G. KT, again, Vikla lines it up, takes him down.
That Gnar engage, it looks beautiful for Gen G, but he is actually isolated and picked. And now KT, sole point here, control the bottom side of the map.
They're going on this one. Oh, okay, maybe not.
Perhaps ill-advised to go on them at this moment. If they end up getting caught here and they lose the fight, with Baron buff up, that's an inhibitor, maybe more. Extendo Beam so huge here with IE up.
Oh man, Vikla is just so proactive on this Ahri. Look at how much value he's getting in this game. It's insane. Yeah, means that no binding, no final chapter potentially. No Gnar stun if, you know, Doran gets a huge play. Aimington can just get out of that one. No Mikhails for the Lulu, so seems like a nice purchase going Ghost with his own summoners. And that's it. If you find an angle to engage yourself, that's fine. But you're zoning, you're not shielding yourself. I wouldn't even shield Chovy. Just only shield the Twitch.
Yeah, the problem is that KT have Prio, so sitting back defensively here as Gen G isn't amazing. If you could actually wrestle control of Prio away and sit on top of the Drake, then defensively using that Zonias and waiting for KT's aggression absolutely can be a great tactic. But KT don't need to come to you unless you have that control. And Gen G are wrestling for it so hard right now. They have those 2 control wards around the pit. They could just kite back.
Ruler, he's found a buy as he's got a shield, and Doran disappears, but he has GA. This is a big chance for Ruler to pop off. He did not use his ultimate yet. To go onto that Infernal. It looks like KT now, they're trying to fight for this one with teleport available.
Rascal also has TP. They're going to come back over.
This is so dangerous, though. The Twitch ult is popped as everybody is just scrambling away from Ruler, which is definitely the right choice. Cuz now trying to find the angle as they get that ult into the backline, and Ruler is isolated, but he has cleanse, and he's got some room here to fight them as Rascal and Cuz are in the pit, but they're so low. As the Emperor's Divide was a very nice wall to keep everybody else out. Doran now on the chase, but the chase does not matter. Just trying to stop a Baron as they take this Infernal Drake down.
And Gen G, they looking for another pick here.
Yeah, Doran still on the chase here, just trying to slow them down as much as possible. This is really clutching at straws, just really trying to zone them away from this Baron, I would imagine, as Gen G want to turn this game around here.
And they want to stop the back so they can delay the resets here so they can actually just burst this Baron down. Getting the extra damage here onto the KT members slows back, so it means they can't just turn around and contest. So Gen G...
As Ruler looking for the angle, he does incredible amounts of damage now. Maybe even more impactful than the Zeri, especially because, you know, just might be unbeatable. We'll have to wait and see if KT can collapse onto Ruler and actually make it work.
GA still down here for Doran. Might be the best target if you want to front to back here as KT. Well, you'll have to catch him first. He's been playing so respectfully since he...
Oh, Doran.
Scary times.
He has had a scary game, let me tell you. He has been in and out of the Death Chamber.
Just sieging carefully here, not forcing anything, just baiting with Doran and then saying, all right, you thought you could catch the Gnar. He's playing too respectfully. That's an inhibitor.
Yeah.
2 down now, and any fight onto KT might just be game losing.
They have a pretty large range advantage, and with Baron and with Twitch Yuumi and Azir, you're not really finding an engage angle either.
Just escort waves. They have super minions coming through now. This might just be checkmate.
Just slowly poke it down should be the win con here from Gen G. No Mega Gnar right now. KT gotta go, they gotta go, but Rascal is gonna be chunked, and Aiming is not really finding his angle. Cuz can't engage alone.
And he's just trying to heal Rascal. Once he has it, they have one more miracle fight.
The turrets are down. The Nexus is open. Ruler's got the angle, and he spreads his toxins onto the entire team. He takes out 3, and that should be enough. Down goes the entire team of KT, and Gen G have done it just like that in 38 minutes.
야, 펜타.
Hampton killed by Peanut. He turned that matchup around. They baited a lot of fights. Cuz had the game of his life, and you know, he can set up a slow, he can help defend a gank, but he won't be able to win the fight straight up. Unless he has a Spire, you know, he's not going to make a huge impact in terms of invading.
Here we go once again. And you know what this Jarvan means to me more than anything else is I think Peanut felt a bit bad about the way game one went.
Drafted Sivir first pick. The idea for prio control here is very clear for KT. They're drafting like all the teams who won this week have. It's trying to control the early game, trying to control early elementals like they did last game. But the Skarner really just doesn't do that. And here we go, like you say.
It begins level 2. Rascal is running and looking for a play onto Doran. That is first blood at 2 minutes. Going to Peanut here, picks up red buff, goes top. It's as easy as that.
Couldn't have been more predictable. I mean, really. No Spire here.
Yeah, there is no Spire here, but they do have Prio from the bottom side, which is very important here for KT, actually. So you see that Ruler doesn't even come up here. It's like, well, good luck on the Smite. Doesn't even have it. Does Peanut use it on the Gromp? And so
Holding their breath?
he still has red buff here. I think he just lost it. That's a little bit unfortunate. Still going to look for the play here as Vikla will be forced to flash. Not much else he could do there because if the knock-up into Abscond comes in, he is almost definitely dead. So Vikla's not going to get caught here. He could get purposely caught as the charm does come in. Cuz is here. Looking to get in onto that Silas. Looks like they might have enough damage, but the Kingslayer comes through. And Vikla is out of mana. As Cuz and Vikla opt into the straight. It goes pretty evenly, I'd have to say.
In terms of health, yeah, Doran's coming down, though.
Doran looking to put on his best Rascal cosplay here.
He does not have teleport, so the longer this takes, the worse it is for Doran. If he cannot find success here, we'll try to zone Vikla out of CS himself.
Well, that's all they have to do. As the charm comes in, that is a third turret shot now. As those are fixed, Doran just goes down. As it is a free kill into the hands of KT. Now they're trying to make up for it here. As the Kingslayer is not enough, and Cuz will live. As he goes down right at the end to Peanut here, who does pull off a very nice play. The only one on his team.
But Rascal is now in lane heaven, okay? He has ascended due to the fact that the, Cuz was topside here, and they know there's no way we not. You're level 6.
Force the Spirit Rush, and he will. Just a simple flag and drag on his way. And now Chovy's able to pressure onto Doran, essentially. Is now, that's not even going to work. So a lot of time almost wasted just trying to force this counterplay on the map. It's not really getting too much here for KT.
Now, I think this is okay for KT considering everything else that's happened.
Especially the Silas and the Sejuani, but even the CC from that one. As Peanut just comes in, he is not denied on the Cataclysm, of course. He picks up the eye and says, thank you very much. I will absolutely trade my life for that. I just got 200 extra gold. Now, a Rift Herald feels good, man.
We are that Herald over. Peanut denying that is massive, but it comes at a very expensive price.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see how this Rift Herald is used. As Doran, he's trying to look as silly as possible. We've seen this before, and once again, Rascal going to be punished. It's 2 seconds until Dominus. He gets it back, but it's not quite enough to keep him alive, unfortunately, and he will be forced to use that as well.
Man, Vikla nearly solo kills Chovy meanwhile here. Chovy
2 plates for free.
Yeah, grab that delayed back here. 2 plates, as you mentioned.
Maybe hoping to fight that 0-2 power spike. And Lehens is just going to go into that Unbreakable Will. Cuz not really electing to go in on that one, as yes, aiming is going to just take out the kill anyway because there was a lot of dilly-dallying.
The Impale, but
okay. Oh, that's going to be a miss of Sconce here. Life gets a big Berserk off, and there's the Impale, but where's the damage? There is none, but here comes Vikla and aiming. That's going to force the flashes out. They get a kill. Another one onto aiming, and that means this Drake will be KT's.
Handshake pulls the Alistar in. They push Lehens back. They have control of this choke point. The missed Abscond is massive, and they have a Renata ult in a choke here. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the scary part for Genji in these fights. I think this was more positional than anything else, but still, you have to respect the damage output of this comp. Maybe on like a tool belt type thing. She's got the gold in her purse. But yeah, the lead that Sivir has now is pretty significant. You can
400 gold.
400 gold. But the item spike for her is the real part of this, right? Like, that extra kill is nice. Is Vikla?
Hey, trying to force this. No Spirit Rush available. That is just a free and dead Ahri. Peanut have the Alistar taking a bunch of damage, but Unbreakable Will up here. Ruler trying to poke back some extra damage, but he can't do it alone. He doesn't quite have the itemization here on only the shield bow, as in comes Vikla. And Ruler is Zeri, so he says no, but another gank in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and I want to zoom out and go back to that.
I stood still for no reason. Cuz is going to come in here. He's like, yeah, let me take this one now. And he is going to get it, actually. Early smite there as Peanut not able to hit the eye, and now he is in a precarious position. But Lehens, rather, hits a big knockup. Do they have the damage? Chovy takes out Vikla, and somehow they are ahead for now. Life will go down as well as Chovy is just living forever. Doran might be the sacrifice, or no, will it be Lehens? I guess it will be Lehens at the end of the day, or will it? Another knock-up, but
Rascal has flash. Will they have to use it?
He has flash too. Lehens gets away. Nobody on Genji died in that exchange.
That was so beautifully done.
That is a very dangerous brush. You do not want to go in that brush. You're going to get poisoned. Lehens is going in, does not have flash this time, and they are just going all out into this brush where everybody on KT is. As now Cuz hasn't gone for the Impale, but it's going to be Zonya's. Cuz is getting low, he goes and gets it again. As down will go the Jarvan finally, but Ruler, will he have the Ruler ending once again? He's over the wall, aiming, trying to make it his game, and the charm is huge from Vikla, and a handshake comes in from Renata Glass to secure a quadra kill, and legendary for aiming in this game.
Aiming is just popping off, and Gen.G, they were so close. They were so close. The stopwatch from Chovy was beautiful, and you could see the idea. Lens is just trying to buy enough time there to actually set up for a knockup.
Stuff like that, but I don't know. This one looks good for KT. That's going to be Peanut in a very awkward spot here as he's looking to engage onto the Ahri, but my good friend, you have to leave.
Renata ult is great.
You have to get out of here. I mean, that's just 2 kills that KT are like, okay, we'll collect them then. Thank you very much.
Gen.G seem to be falling apart like a house of cards here in this game. I mean, they had such good angles in the early parts of the game. Peanut was so ahead. They denied the first Herald, but it's Lehens who just repeatedly gets picked here. Jarvan caught this time around.
Boy.
This is greedy from KT.
I mean, 3v5 from Gen.G. In goes Doran trying to provide the front line. The Extendo Beam is huge damage, but Toby's just being focused down. The Sivir is so huge in this one, and even Ruler can't get near this Fountain Laser. He's going to get away alive, but
Rascal's just like, I'm holding the Baron. I don't care if we kill Ruler or not. I'm taking Baron. They used Extendo Beam. There's no way they can steal it. Doran is on the wrong side of the rift. Oh, okay.
He lives.
Yeah. Well, KT having some problems hitting the last hit.
Absolutely, KT trying to make proactive plays now from ahead. Cuz incredibly speedy with the Chem Tank, Predator, and 1 Cloud Drake even. As even using that Cloud Rift to come in from the jungle. That is just going to be this one going down. They do have the Baron buff here for 1:30. So
Renata Glass, like, talked about how the Renata is great for team fights, not as strong as pushing as Karma is, but the value that they are getting out of this pick at this stage in these mid-game fights is just insane. Gen.G, I don't think they even get to have a conversation about a Drake fight here.
that means that you can't just rush it down on this one. Gen.G will get position.
Basically every Drake's its own little Baron fight here. Chovy on the angle with Skarner ult could catch aiming. That's one way to just win this fight straight up.
Waiting for it, and that stopwatch you mentioned still available here for aiming. Rascal is a very strong bodyguard as the ult gets into that back line. Only going to hit the Renata Glass. Doran is taking a huge chunk of damage. In goes Vikla as he engages here from Peanut, but there is 0 follow-up as finally a knockup comes in. But this is all about aiming surviving in this one. They are not able to access that back line. Ruler can't do anything on the Zeri, and a 1v1 on the left side here. Rascal able to take down Chovy. As really, you're just going to have to run away with his tail between his legs here.
Yeah. Zeri is very good at doing that. She will just skate over the walls, but this is going to be KT picking up Soul Point. KT played it so patiently. Health bar, you mentioned it on the Drake, 12,000. You can't just be like, well, I guess I cancel this 1v1 over on the edge. And everything happens so fast.
Slow resist also heightened with these Cloud Drakes. You're not going to slow down Cuz. You're just not going to get away from him. This is not 10 minutes ago, and Cuz is just, if he sees enemy, he's just running at them and taking them down.
Feels like it is 10 minutes ago in terms of Lehens here getting caught.
So what's what's that about? Is that just an elaborate bait?
We'll get a teleport and a flash and a Renata ult, so
Yeah.
Gen.G are like, well, Baron's up at 40. I don't know if you guys are really
Now
want
it's
to throw it away.
Rascal's turn to get chunked out. Yeah, KT, I don't think you're going to get that bush.
No.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You burst down the Sivir. You might have to go through hell getting there and take a bunch of damage from aiming as well. So that's why it's got to be clean. That's basically, I think, the only way for Gen.G to win a team fight.
Yeah. I mean, hostile takeover's back up.
Now, KT are starting this one up. Peanut going to have to go into that one. The hostile takeover doesn't get much, but it's a dead jungler on the side of Gen.G. So KT take that free victory, and now we'll go to the Baron.
Yeah, it's not a great hostile takeover in terms of the actual berserks, but Gen.G can't approach during that time, and that's enough to secure the kill onto the jungler.
They're about to throw down. They're going in on this one. They do not have a smite, and they do not care. KT, they have a front line and so much gold here to protect Aiming, who is just front to backing so easily. That's going to be the entire front line melting. And KT, they're going to dominate Gen.G here.
The composition that KT is running. We've talked about the Alistar as a soft counter to the Sivir in lane, but what he offers in the rest of the game, very limited.
Okay, Peanut trying to make some room for your Zeri. Oh wait, what Zeri? That's going to be the end of him. No ruler ending this time. All about the 13-0 Sivir aiming, and the rest of his team able to pop off in a huge way. And we have a series on our hands as it is 1-1, and we will have one more game to decide who will take it.
We can just keep killing the support. We can stop this melee Silas. We can stop this melee Jarvan in team fights. Rascal is so fed, despite dying twice, that he can block out any of these melee carries from setting up a flank angle. Leona, so Soraka can set up obviously some silences.
Okay.
All right, Neela.
I was right. I want to take it back.
But on the other side here, you know, Gen.G also don't want to reveal too much going into playoffs, and this is a match that matters.
And off we go onto the Rift. This had been jokingly hovered multiple times, but now it's actually picked.
Walker is a pretty strong room for KT's comp.
Yes, there are 4 of them. This is the LCK debut. As we have highlighted, the Formless Blade here going to miss. And one thing about Soraka,
the stronger 2v2, even with some of that wave clear that Aiming can try to push forward with her Q, with Neela's Q, but not going to be the case in this early stage. Once they hit level 3, it can be more aggressive as you see here.
Yeah, here comes Cuz. They just saw him in mid, just a little bit of a harass gank. More than anything else, not expecting to get any kills down here at this moment.
Is beautiful. Hold that thought.
Okay, miss on the knock-up, and that is going to be a second dash here from the Renekton. Rascal just going to hop into the brush. They didn't know 100% if Cuz was there or not, so Cuz trying to be proactive once again. Chovy going to be played into this one and out of restoration.
Okay, here we go.
That was stolen from Cuz, or rather from Peanut.
Yeah,
but
that didn't end up working out at all for him, unfortunately.
Just a trade, you know?
Yeah.
A little traderino.
Side is your best option, not going to be the worst case scenario, but your carries.
And they do steal the blue buff there, which is pretty nice. But other than that, I mean, the Vi has not amounted to too much as they're trying to bait them in now. The damage is huge from the side of Aiming, but it is not nearly enough as they are surprised by the 2 of them in the brush.
That was the all-in I was talking about, and, you know, this was not the timing, because like you said, there's somebody hiding in the bush. It's not actually a 2v2. Alone in the 2v2, maybe you get a kill there, but it was not a 2v2.
Well, that's a nice amount of damage already. Vikla is here. This is looking pretty good. Doran has to flash, but the damage, will it be enough is the question. He's surviving for so long, and he will be able to trade it back just barely. Here's Chovy. But he is just a level 8 Ahri against a Renekton. Kind of dangerous here. He is able to land the charm, but I don't think he has... okay, he's actually going in on this one. Pretty low on mana. He wants to bait him into Peanut, who is here and looking for the kill and should be able to secure it here for his team. As the double dash does come out from Rascal, and they hand that kill over to Chovy, who will very happily collect.
Now available for him to take.
Chovy, no flash. Doesn't even have Spirit Rush yet. I think they're just going to try to go for the steal. More than anything else, they have vision of this. It looks like just on the edge, just over the wall he comes, and no, it's early at 9:15.
Yeah, doesn't end up dying or anything, doesn't have to flash. They're not able to punish him. This is just going to get dropped here in mid. And they'll crash through. Ooh, Vikla not picking up the plates there. Both ways. I think the devs call her Neela, so I try to trust that.
Well, we're going to have to hold that thought. Vikla's going in on this one, trying to use his own Spirit Rush. But at the end of the day, doesn't amount to much.
Yeah. Will be, you know, Spirit Rush not available for a long time as a hijack for Vikla.
No flash either. I thought I saw her once. That's kind of how it feels right now for an 80 carry, and that's not a good position, especially in the LCK where we play so much around our 80 carries. As this is a long lane, I think it's just Rascal trying to...
Yeah. Peanut already on this break. Gen.G ready to fight.
Trying to catch the hens here. That is an immense amount of burst damage, but guess what? They don't get the Soraka. The ult comes out, and now what are you gonna do? The damage not quite there. The flash away from aiming, but it's just dire for them. As Rascal, okay. He's gonna do it all alone, essentially. Definitely a Rascal maneuver, but at the end of the day, he only trades his life for the Soraka and gives an extra kill to Ruler, and the Infernal Drake goes in the pockets and the basket of Gen G.
They steal away, or they not steal away, but stop the Drake take temporarily. It does reset, but Gen G don't care. They were looking to take this fight. They were confident in it, and
a little bit aggro here in the jungle, just trying to fight over vision as the team is pushing into mid.
yep. That is going to whip. Big time.
Rascal's like, well, I guess I'll just go back to my side lane. Or just away from the mid lane. As certainly a strong piece of the puzzle here for KT. Not sure what the current scenario for split pushing and stuff like that is. Because
we haven't seen a whole lot of even game states in general on this patch, as Doran is going to come over here and try to defend this turret. Will be unsuccessful, and in 45 seconds here, KT are going to have to give this second breakup, and on one hand, it's not the end of the world if Gen G ties up Drake's 2-2, as yes, everyone knows it's working now.
You see that nobody's really able to lock down the hens afterwards. And now the real Ornhorn is coming out here. That's going to be a Zhonya's, as well as a dash away from Cuz, as now the big knock up into this front line. Immediately, Cuz is just going to get 100-0'd. As you see that little hens, the bloodthirsty Soraka, able to pick that one up. And now, just like that, just the one push, just the one pick rather, and they can push into this turret and take a dragon.
They did attempt, which went very badly.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, all we can really say is KT, it's pretty fortunate for them they had 2 Drakes in the lead at the beginning. Otherwise, this situation could be even more disastrous.
Absolutely. It just feels like, okay, well, we're going to go in on this one. Doran has his ultimate back, but it will be denied. And actually, the combo into Peanut is good enough. Life going to pick that one up, and now Doran all alone. Not all of Gen G around here, as Lahen's not even able to save them. And that is going to be the follow-up fight as the rest of Gen G come in. Ruler nearly 100-0. Vikla takes him out with the Gale Force, as now the rest of the team is coming in, but they took this 3v5. Gen G say, we gladly handshake that fight, and it was a terrible decision. KT will now take the Baron.
It feels like I don't think KT are ahead despite this Baron, but we'll see what they can get done with it. That might actually change things here. Is taking a lot of the standing gold on the map here. This outer turret now removed. There's another one, or another inner in the mid lane they could try to group up and take out with the last 90 seconds of this. But they need more than just turrets. They need a decisive fight. They need this soul point.
Yeah, as it stands, KT were able to take a 5v3, but what about a 5-on-5 as immediately the Renekton goes down. Down goes the clone as well, as Cuz is able to get out there, but life is just left to the Wolves here. They're going to feed that one to Chovy, actually, as that is going to be a couple more kills here into the pockets of Gen G. Just like that.
Is KT only 1,000 gold behind, but compositionally decades.
Okay, Vikla's going to try to make something of this, just trying to survive here, as that is a very nice tidal wave to try to zone, but in goes Chovy looking for more. Only lands a slow onto the slippery Silas. Rascal is not here. He just now got his TP, and guess what? He's going. This is one way to make a melee comp work if you get a flank off, but I don't know, feels a little bit forced. There's the charm. Not quite able to do much, but here's the stolen Ornhorn. Actually gets immense value. They're able to take down the hens, and this is right before the Infernal Drake spawn.
Yeah, I mean, the timing of this could not be better for KT. Now, Gen G still have a functioning team comp here. They do have an Ornhorn.
And he's not going to go for the steal. They'll just give that one up. KT, they get...
As Zhonya is available, and KT just trying to push this wave in, force Gen G to come to them, especially in a choke leading out of this river. I mean, that's the one angle.
Look at them both controlling each other's waves. We've seen this kind of the development of the way teams play this now. As stolen Ornhorn, they're going to try to get on top of Doran here, but a fantastic deny from him means that he will flash in. He gets the engage, but aiming lives for just a moment, and only a short moment, as that'll be the Vi going down. But look at Chovy, look at Ruler. They have this front line, and they are pushing forward, looking for life here on the side, but a knockup comes in. The Cyclone from Cuz, is it enough? No, it is not, and a triple knockup comes in from Doran. As Toby's not even here, by the way, he is trying to get into this one, as that is going to be a follow-up kill there from Roller, and they don't even need Toby to help clean this one up. Vikla just going to be on the run as Gen G want to pick up this Baron here for KT. They, it looked pretty dire in that last fight, but you never know. A steal on the straight could mean a big difference maker in this game.
Ruler has GA, so even if they wombo him, it's not going to be his first target.
Trying to go onto the Vi. That's not going to work. Ruler is zoning everybody else away. The Ornhorn not fantastic. Vikla will get away, but that does mean that Rascal has to just run as well. And the rest of KT, everybody chunked down. Life doesn't really have that much sustain. Already 4,000 damage done by Chovy here.
Though, they have the better ults here. One more wombo, one more chance. Ruler did so much damage in that last fight, but they used all of their ults.
Away. No teleport here as they all try to back on a control ward. That's embarrassing, but now they're going to be spotted. I don't think they're going to get away with this back here.
As they turn.
Yeah, you guys know that. Yeah, okay, they're going to look for the turn here. They don't have Renekton right now. And that's not really a good option. Vikla has to flash away. The tidal wave gets good value, but the rest of the team not really going to have too much luck. I think Cuz might be left. Nope. Okay, flash comes in from Chovy. Going to be going for that one. It's a huge apotheosis in the backline. Aiming, though, immediately has to go in his Zhonya's. And he's not exactly tanky. Immediately gets taken down. A nice little try. Gets a cute engage. Okay, nice turnaround here from Chovy. Or rather from Vikla, but he immediately gets burst down as well. Big Cyclone, but it does not matter. The damage is there, and Ruler now is on the hunt. He wants more kills into his bucket, but can he pick it up? Yes, he will. One more for the man in the Lucian Cape, and that should do it here for Gen G.
Yep, they've locked it down. 66.5 thousand gold, 0.6 now. It's the devilish ending of this game here. It all took one final fight to close it out. KT were trying to force so hard with the apotheosis. Chovy just one final moment to take out Cuz here.
And it goes to Ruler, who picks up 8 kills in the end. That's going to do it for this one, guys. GG, Gen G. Potential power. It's just that comp overall was pretty bad. As Ruler says, no, I'm holding on to everything.
There's all the mid calls.
Ruler wanted to keep going. As at the end of the day, Chovy actually did more damage than Ruler. Those guys have been battling it out all night. Certainly was a bit of a battle of a goal difference as well, because there was a couple of moments where Gen G,